Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and today you join me here again at Pfaff Reserve in Woodbridge, where I've come to check out two epic McLarens that are sitting just inside. Now one of them we've seen on the channel before, the other one will be my first time seeing this particular one in person. And yeah, they're currently here for sale, so if you're in the market for either of these, which we're going to walk in and see in just a second, make sure to hit up Pfaff. But yeah, in a second here, we'll head inside, go check out those two cars, see what else they got in the showroom, and we'll go from there. Okay, it's just a quick little tour because it is getting to the end of the day and these guys want to close up and go home. But you can see here the matching spec, well, matching green carbon Senna and P1. Now, of course, we've seen the P1 before. Both of these cars formerly owned by HapyHipi. We've seen this P1 a few times. I'd never seen the Senna before today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it out to his open house the last couple of years, and he only brought the P1 to Drive Festival last year. But yeah, exact same matching specs. And the cool thing with these two cars is that they're both chassis number 2 of cars made, and the green carbon fiber on them is a special color called Fux green, because the original owner on both of these cars was a collector from the States by the name of Michael Fux. And then of course we know HapyHipi Tim bought them. He had the P1 for a long time. He just bought the Senna, I think it was back in 2020, so only had the Senna for about 3 years. But yeah, two absolutely epic cars. Like I said, exact same spec on the green carbon fiber. Of course, Tim HapyHipi put on the silver wheels, but actually the original wheels that came on the car are right here. You can see in the original color. So the Fux green was originally just a paint. You can see there green with the metallic flake, and this P1 was originally delivered in the painted green color, and then I believe it was Michael Fux himself that got it rebodied with the carbon fiber in the same green. And these are both, I guess, one-off cars in that they were custom-made colors for him, hence the color of the green holds his name in it. So yeah, basically, unless you're Michael Fux, or I guess if you want to pay some money to get the color, you're not going to get that color. But just a couple of things. Of course, the P1 is 10 years old this year. Of course, it launched back in 2013. It's now 2023. So yeah, 10 years. Crazy to see these things still look absolutely awesome. Of course, this one here too, parked in full race mode. Don't mind, it's just on the EV charger right now, because of course this was McLaren's first production hybrid. Now there's been a bit of, I guess, controversy or back and forth with people now on saying which one of these basically hypercars from McLaren would you want to buy. Would you take the P1 or do you want the Senna? Some people are saying go for the Senna because it's just, you know, it's not a hybrid, it's just a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, so there's less that can go wrong with it. And we know the P1 over time has been kind of famous for having some issues with that hybrid system. Of course, now 10-year-old hybrid technology. Of course, McLaren and everybody has come a lot further. We have a couple Arturas over there with their hybrid tech, and of course the new Speedtail. There is an upgrade you can get with these. With the P1, you can actually swap the Speedtail batteries into it, and I don't know, I'd be really hard pressed if, obviously, I don't have the money to buy them, although if Lotto Max is good to me tonight, we'll bring these home. But yeah, I guess let me know down in the comments, which one would you rather have? Would you rather take the P1 or the Senna? I think it's really hard. I mean, they both offer completely different driving dynamics, both the ultimate in their class, but this is kind of the ultimate hybrid from McLaren before the Speedtail, and part of the Holy Trinity, their first production car. It's just such an icon, the P1, or the Senna, which is basically an insane track car for the road. I mean, you know, when the Senna came out, people were kind of shocked. It was a huge kind of different step in the styling from the McLaren, kind of that nice teardrop shape over the top. But this car was purpose built for the track. Every bit of aero work and everything is done basically give you maximum downforce. I mean, it has 700, almost 800 pounds of downforce from the big wing and all the other aero components, just under 800 horsepower as well. So it's definitely no slouch. But yeah, cool, really awesome to see. And with, I want to point out a couple things different. Obviously, I told you the carbon fiber is the same color. They both have the silver wheels, but this Senna here is basically full MSO, so you can see the seats on the inside are finished in the same green carbon fiber with all the white inserts. Of course, MSO on the front. There's both of these vehicles heavily MSO. We can see on the top of the dash there, we got the white leather, and even all over on the steering wheel, the white leather with the carbon fiber, green carbon fiber in the middle. I'll move to the other side so we can see better. Even on the gas struts are painted green, and of course with the famous window down below that the Senna has. These massive side air intakes, of course massive wing, like everything on this car except for the wheels are carbon fiber. And actually another fun fact with this is this did a very race car thing with the Senna that you see on the passenger side, the right side of the car. The center lock is blue. And then if we come back here, of course, double exhaust in North America, not the triple that they had over in Europe and the UK for noise regulations. If we come over on the driver's side, or the left side of the car, we can see that it has the red. So very race car, actually very reminiscent to the Carrera GT and even the 918 that we have there. So basically they would have usually the driver's side in red, the passenger side in blue, so that when you pull up for a pit stop, it's easy to tell which side you're working on. Obviously you're not going to put a red lug on the blue side and vice versa. So it makes it really easy for a quick hot swap. And as the sun's just shining in the window here, we can get a good look at that carbon fiber. You can see all the flake in it as well. Just an awesome color. Again, I know we've seen the P1 on the channel before, and if you guys have ever seen either of these cars in real life or just McLaren's carbon work, you know it's absolutely awesome. We can see on the steering wheel there the green carbon fiber in the middle, but then all the white leather around, and again the same theme goes throughout the entire interior. Definitely an iconic pair. Again, the P1 is just, it's always a good day when you get to see a P1. Obviously, again, seen this car many times before. They are currently for sale here at Pfaff Reserve, so I guess if you're in the market for both or either one of these, give them a shout. Again, but I have a ticket for Lotto Max tonight, so if I win the lottery, 22 million, I'm going to bring these home, keep them in Canada. Kind of sad that HapyHipi is going to be selling them, but obviously everyone has the right to do their own thing and move on. I'm sure maybe he has some crazy car lined up that we don't know about yet. We'll see what's next. Another cool detail to point out, the P1 here, hopefully you guys can see, is that you can see all the signatures in the back. So from the McLaren factory, I think everyone who was part of working on the car as well, maybe in delivery process at the factory and everything, yeah, their signatures there. I can't really see them on camera, I can't really read them, but yeah, it's kind of a cool little touch on the back there that the car was literally signed by people at the factory before it ever left. And yeah, as I mentioned, guys, these are both chassis number 2 or VIN number 2 of each car. So of course the only ones before it are VIN number 1, and they are back in the McLaren factory. So pretty awesome that both of these cars were, as they already delivered to the same guy, Michael Fux, as VIN number 2 in basically matching specs. And then also kind of crazy that HapyHipi Tim purchased both. Of course, he's now selling them. But yeah, pretty crazy to see the life of these. And hopefully, whoever buys these will hopefully still continue to share them online, so we can still see kind of where they go, as they're two, I would say, fairly iconic cars through social media and just in their own right. But yeah, again, let me know down in the comments, guys, what you would take, P1 or Senna. For my money, if I could only have one, I know it has issues, but it's got to be the P1 for me, right? And of course, step aside the 918, so we have 2/3 of the Holy Trinity. We're just missing a LaFerrari. And just quickly, another word on the P1, guys. You can see the difference in spec, where the Senna is basically all white and green carbon interior. This is black. The green carbon, you see the green carbon fiber goes all on the dash, all on everything. Well, painted carbon fiber. You got painted green mirrors, all in the same shade. You can see all above the steering wheel. It's got the green carbon fiber, and it's kind of hard to see into the windows, but even all the inserts. I'll throw up a picture of the inside of the car. If you've seen the car, well, you know, you can see again on the steering wheel, it's got the black leather or Alcantara around the side with the green carbon fiber in the middle. The complete center tunnel in the P1 is all finished in the green carbon fiber. And yeah, the wheels are awesome on this as well. The aftermarket wheels that HapyHipi put on. And just here we go on the P1, guys, with the sun. We can see one more time the epic carbon fiber. Of course, we can't leave Pfaff without a quick tour of the rest of the showroom. So as I mentioned, 918 Spider. Here we have a couple McLarens. We have a McLaren GT in, I think, vermilion red with the silver wheels. We have a McLaren Artura in Tokyo Cyan, one of probably McLaren's best colors that they make. We have an NSX 599 GTO, one of my personal favorite cars, Mercy 03 6.2 V12 with a manual transmission. I don't know if you guys can see that, but with a manual. And then we have a Ferrari F8. You probably already saw it in the back. We can't walk away without talking about this. The Pagani Huayra Roadster BC, finished in the, I think, exclusive brown carbon with kind of the bronzy brown wheels and all the other brown accents with the red contrast. Of course, full carbon fiber. Don't know if you guys will be able to see. I can't get that close to the car, but hopefully you can see the carbon fiber there, but then with the black stripe that kind of runs over the middle, the black for the contrast on the front splitter. This is Roadster BC. This one was previously owned by OB Prestige, and it's also currently for sale here at Pfaff. I guess, again, if you guys are in the market for any of these cars, give these guys a shout. And if anybody comes and buys one of these cars, maybe come invite me, because I'd love to be part of your delivery. Here's a cool little graphic here of 25 years of Pagani. So all the way from the first Zonda C12 in 1999 through all the Zonda evolutions until we hit Huayra here in 2011. We have all the Huayra variants down the bottom, right up to 2022 when they introduced Utopia, which we saw back at Drive Festival for its debut. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it at the end of this one. Go check it out for a quick overview and first look at the Pagani Utopia. But yeah, crazy to see, and crazy to think that the Pagani is already 25 years old. And just we have a casual roof piece for, I'm not sure if it's that car or what, but definitely just a casual roof piece for a Pagani Roadster of some variant. I'm going to guess it's from a Huayra. I'm fairly certain that it's probably for that car. Before we go outside, quick, just F40, just here in one of the bays. A couple cool things. Got Boxer Spider, R8 Spider, AMG GTR Pro, Cayman GT4 RS, look at 997 GT3 RS, Ferrari Lusso. Here we have a 488 Spider. I guys realized it was a little bit too bright, probably couldn't see. But we got another Artura down that way. Here's the Lusso, white with a black and red guts. AMG GTR Pro. Then we have a couple of Urus. Since back here we have a regular Urus. We have an Urus Performante, G-Wagon, and just a casual Brabus 4x4 squared. And of course, just more random car spotting in the parking lot. 991.2 GT3 RS, finished in Miami blue. This matte black Aventador S, which is sat here. 991 GT3. I don't remember what gen, but an old 911. And we have another Lusso sitting here. So there we go, guys. Another fun time over here at Pfaff Reserve as a McLaren Artura gets probably driven into the garage to be put away for the night. But yeah, always a fun time to come out here. Just wanted to come out and check out the two matching McLarens. Of course, as I said, the P1 we've seen a few times before, but I'd never seen the Senna until this moment in person. So awesome to see both of those. Again, I got my lottery ticket, so hopefully I win. If I do, I'll come back and buy them. If not, whoever buys both or either one of those cars is getting an epic vehicle in any respect with the P1 or the Senna. But yeah, I'd like to do it for this one. Again, if anybody from Pfaff is seeing this, shout out to you guys for always letting me just come in and do my thing. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe for more. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments which one you would pick, P1 or Senna, if you could only choose one of the two. And I'll see you all in the next one.